Welcome back. We're at the Wobbly Pig table. I'm here with Gangster Bob by the seams of things, and I've managed to acquire one of these, a Destined Rivals half booster box. If you've watched our previous one for Journey Together, you will know there is 18 packs in here, and we are going to do a pre-release format. Unlike pre-release, we will not have a support package. There will be no Nest Ball, there will be no Ultra Ball, there will be no supporters. There will just be the things we pull from the 9 packs. We will do a best of 3, and then we will see who the winner is and who gets the bragging rights until the next set drops. So, join us as we open some packs. We'll see you in deck building, pack opening, and we hope you have a good time. We've got the box, we've got a dice, we're going to roll heads or tails. If you've never used a dice for heads and tails, heads is even, tails is odd. Oscar, aka Gangster Bob, what would you like, heads or tails?
I'll go heads.
Heads. It is tails. I will go first. I will see you guys in the pack opening. We won the dice. We will be opening. There are 9 packs. We will be separating them into front and back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This does not feel right. That is the front. And then let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Cynthia is the back, Ho-Ho is the front. I think what I'm going to do is that can be tails, and we'll see what cool Cynthia stuff we can get. So let's crack on and see what we can do. So I always like to, as you've seen on the channel before, like to separate stuff out. So what have we got? Kind of got 2 of everything. Let's start with the grunts. Obviously Giovanni will be the kindest to us. So the problem with this is we're going to have no supporters other than the ones that we pull from the packs, and we're going to have probably more commons to lean into. So let's get the energy out of the way. Electabuzz, you never know, might get that Electivire. The Cynthia's Gibble. Skamori, there are 2 of these in the set. Which one's this? This is the one that heals itself, so maybe, you know, stall. Smoliv is just a little guy. Energy Recycler could be massive. We could actually win grind games off Energy Recycler. Team Rocket's Murkrow, we'll have to see. You know, nearly all the supporters are Rockets. What the heck? Fish. Let's have a look. You know, 2 energy, 60, flip a coin if heads, prevent all damage, you know, stall, we just need the little guy. Reverse Pine, and then, oh yes, that could be good. We'll have to keep an eye for this, but yeah, we'll have to see what we can do with this. It does attack for that. So that's a pretty cool EX to get. So, gonna have to see what we can get. See if we can build and support around that. So the only thing we get to add from the pack outside of the packs is additional basic energy. So Fluffy, Team Rocket's Drowsy, what do you do? Is asleep, stall. So we'll keep saying stall long enough and it'll happen. Slight Intrusion also hurts itself, but we'll have to think about that. Impidimp is cool. Maybe goes with the Gabite, maybe. Oh, we've got it. We've got the combo. You may move as any amount of metal energy from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way that you like. So, you know, we can maybe build that up. Steven's Claydol. Applin. What's this? Do 10, heal 10. Squawk. We're not Squawk and Seizing, sadly. You may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to bench. Oh, Boss. And the Ops. So, first couple of packets have been quite grass heavy. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's just grass good stuff. We'll have to see. So, get rid of those 2. No one cares for the energy. Boozle. Porygon, which one's this? Discard a card from your hand. If you do, your opponent discards a card from their hand. Again, control. Oscar would love that. Impound, that could just be a thing, right? We just stop them from retreating. and then we just force them to fight us. Coughing, if we can get the rest of them, we'll take it. Draw support is draw support. A win's a win. Did we get the whole? Yeah, got the whole Floatzel line in one pack. Houndoom. So what's this? Your opponent's Pokemon is now burned and confused. That could be huge if we can get a Houndour. Oh, Shroomish. So the whole Shroomish line is actually common, which could be good. Oh, we love to see that. So that's the only search. That is a combo, isn't it? Moving energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to their bench, and it's double colourless, does 30. We can just chip away. I'm happy with that. So the last time we did one of these was Journey Together, and Oscar pulled virtually the entire Hops deck, which was very uncomfortable to play against, and if it wasn't for my Clodsire EX, I would have been a very sad boy. But I think we're doing a lot better than I thought we would. I was looking through the set list before filming and being like, what do we do this? The Fomantis Lurantis line could be nuts, especially as we've got Energy Recycler. Double Boss, everyone loves that. Cynthia's Roselia, I don't think that's too much for this. What's this do? Surprise attack, 1 dark, flip a coin, does nothing. Awful. Team Rocket's Muck. Goop, we can goop them, boys. We can goop them. Arcanine. Your opponent's active Pokemon is a dark Pokemon. We'd have to. It's not really a meta that we can call. It's not like pre-release where we can guess off predetermined stuff. Yes. Oh, are we doing it? I think we're a Rockets, boys. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, baby. That is lovely. And everyone's favourite format staple. You know what? I should start like sorting these into some like playables and just generic bulk as we're going. But I'm quite excited to see the cards that we're getting. Actually, what's Shell Press do? Does 10. Your opponent's during your opponent's next turn, this take 10 less damage. Broken. Invincible Clamperl. Here we go. Oh, we grime in. That could actually be good. Although it puts the effect on the defending Pokemon, they can retreat or they can evolve. Oh, we do have the combo. Grass good stuff. Grass good stuff. Glass. Oh, do nothing, draw a card. Do nothing, draw a card. I'm in, boys. I am in. One of those. Botherbot. Turn your opponent's face card prizes up. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent's reveal it. You may have them switch the cards. That could be annoying. That could be... I don't think it's going to be good, but it could be annoying. Cynthia, Ethan's Mikago, and Raticate. Oh, yes! Oh man, I need these for... I actually need just the regular ones for a deck. I have mentioned in the polls about doing a deck build, and Ethan's is the winning deck. That is absolutely amazing. I'm loving that. We might not be able to play it, but you know, I think we're doing well with the pulls. That might be stolen for the title card, you know. Ekans, the Rocket package continues. Relor, Mankey. We have the full Raticate. We need the basic. Give us a basic. Oh, we can be so long game. Medicham. Why not? Just have it all. And I need this. Blaziken's one of my favourites. Yes. Right, I think the idea is Rocket Grass good stuff and hope that it's enough to get us there. That's the dream, right? It's the dream. Oh, my sight's so good I don't even know what I'm doing with my hands anymore. Shroomish, we just need the Brelum. Or do we have the Brelum? The Stevens version of Skarmory. Slight Intrusion. More Coughing. We can maybe do the combo. Floatzel. We draw in, boys. Manectric. Nose. We've got... Do we have a Dottler? Because we've got the Blip Bug. As often as you like, you may move one damage counter from your Rocket's Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. And we've got the Wobbuffet, haven't we? Haven't we? Apple. We can be some fruity boys. I don't think we have the midline for that. But discard 6 basic grass energy from your hand and knock out your opponent's active. Cool. I look forward to just declaring that and doing nothing maybe. I think we're doing alright. It's just going to be down to me being a terrible player that's going to lose us the games, right? That could be good for the rocket stuff. Yes! Yes! We can do the things. Steam Speldum. Oh, we have the 3 attackers. What's the... There's a card that cares about discarding stadiums. I need that for standard. Do we just play this to get the fire? I think that's the... We definitely have the Wobbuffets. Definitely got the Wobbuffets. And we got the Mareep. I think we've got the Flaffy before, right? So... I think we're good. I think we are good. So, last pack. What can we get here? What would be really good? Second Tarantula, maybe, to double up for Spidops? We'll see. Smoliv, Torchic, Meowth, Paw Pocket, choose a random card from your opponent's hand. The opponent reveals it and shuffles into the deck. We are playing that. Do we actually have the Star You Star Me line? I was actually starting to wonder if this card existed. After all the packs I've opened, I've never seen one. Double Rocket Energy. Porygon Z, you must... I don't think we have the line. I think we've got part of it, not all of it. Tyranitar. Double Stevens. Oh, I want to play this card in Standard. We can't play this in this event. Right, I've got some thoughts.
So I'm here to open up my side of the Destined Rival packs. I'm going to be a bit more organised this time, so I might do them in pack arts. So, because remember my dad doing that. So with most amount of Ethan, so we're going to go that. What I'm hoping to pull is probably going to try and get some of the Team Rockets cards. Because they have quite good draw potential. Hopefully that can do me quite well. But we start off with a Team Rocket Rattata, a Team Rocket Blipbub, a Team Rocket Larvitar, a Steven Speldum, a Team Rocket Transceiver. This is quite good. So you can search out for any Team Rocket supporter and put it into your hand. This is a bit like how Luminion was, but only for Team Rocket, and it's on an item. So this can be very useful if you pull Team Rocket supporters. A Team Rocket Nidoqueen, a Team Rocket Ampharos, a Ponyta, a Metang, and a Zamazenta. So this set has a lot more of the trainer cards. So there's the Cynthias, there's Ethan, and there's Steven. There's also Team Rocket as well, and also Arvin. So we've got an Arvin Squirvet, we've got a Rellor, and this is a reprint from the Surging Sparks Rellor. Got a Grimer, Houndour, a Team Rocket Botherbot. So this can be quite disruptive, which can be quite good. So I get to choose one of my opponent's cards from their hand and replace it with a prize card, and it'll be their face-up prize card for the rest of the game. Half-Flame Mogapon, Manectric, Ethan Cyndaquil. So Ethan has quite a good pack. So the Ethan stuff can search out for a Fire Energy or any amount of Fire Energy and Ethan Pokemon. I was messing around with the deck on live for quite a bit. The list felt quite good, so I have been enjoying that. But I think we might have something in here. But we got a Ponyta, Marnie Scraggy, a Mudbray, Breloom, a Huntail, Ethan's Pinsir. It's quite good. So if we can just get an Ethan Cyndaquil knocked out, we can just do a turn KO hopefully. Team Rocket Pinsir, Primate, a Phoebas, and a Hello EX. So I don't know how good this would be. I don't know it's that good in Standard. Maybe you can play it if you pull Team Rocket Energy. We have any amount of energy we can play. Maybe we can play this. It does have the flame screen. It takes 50 less damage for 110, so this might be quite good. And I get to discard a Team Rocket Energy from this Pokemon if you do discard your opponent's active and all attached cards. Might be quite good if my dad pulls a bulky card and we just need to get rid of it. We're now on to the Ho-Oh packs. That was our first hit. Last time we got quite lucky because we pulled a Harp Zacian and a Lily Scarfairy. Granite Cave, Team Rocket Anthros, a Spider-Up. Spider-Up's quite good for charging up, so this is quite a good ability, so I get to attach a basic energy onto it, but I also do need to pull the Tarantula. And we get a Team Rocket or Beetle. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Team Rocket's Pokemon to another, and it does 40 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active. This might be quite good, and let's see what we get after. We do have the Electivire. I do think the Electivire you might have to build a deck around the Electivire. It does have a dual bolt, so it does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. And it also has the high voltage press. So when a Tevis attack does, if this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy attached, this does 100 more. So I get to hit 280, which would be quite useful. So we got another Citadel. Ethan Pichu is quite good, so we get to do 30 damage and we get to draw a card. It'll be quite good just as a starter. Yanma, Misuse Lapras, another Granite Cave. Cynthia, a Team Rocket Venture Bomb. Team Rocket Venture Bomb is probably going to be quite useful for us because it lets us accelerate damage and adds us damage counter. Our Flame Oakpod, an Energy Recycler. So this is a reprint of an old card. I get to shuffle 5 basic energy cards from my discard into my deck, so that'll be quite useful. Trying to keep everything organised. So let me go to that. We only have 3 packs left, so we've gone through 2/3 of it. And then go up there. So we start off with Misty's Magikarp, a Mankey, a Team Rocket Mareep, a Team Rocket Tarantula. This is going to be very big because we also have a Spider-Up, so we can play out with Spider-Up. So we've got a Team Rocket Factory, so it'll be very good, but we have not pulled any Team Rocket supporters yet. So if any player plays a supporter and it has the word Team Rocket in its name, they get to draw 2 cards. Cornerstone, a Lurantis, a Marnie Scrafty, Barraskewda, and a Zeraora. Onto the final Ethan Ho-Oh's booster pack. This is not looking as good as last time, but last time in the journey together we did kind of get with bonkers. So we have a Torchic, a Rotom, a Nidoran, Steven's Carpet, Team Rocket Watchtower. I don't think it's going to be that good in pre-release. Still a good stadium, so colourless Pokemon and play both yours and opponent have no abilities. Quite good in standard because there's Noctowl and Pidgeot EX. We have a Medicham, Misty Psyduck, Earring, a Chingling, and a Magcargo. So Magcargo might be quite good because if this Pokemon has energy attached to it, it has no retreat cost. It's probably very good as a pivot. We also have the Chingling. Me and my dad were talking about this with the Chingling and probably us having to play a control list. But it does have discard a random card from my opponent's hand. So, and also because it's a Team Rocket card, we can probably try and make it into a Team Rocket box. Now onto our final 2 booster packs. Both are the Mewtwo's. Of course, pulling a Mewtwo will not be that bad because we do have a Spider-Up. So we have a Yanma, a Gibble, a Pinecone, a Clampo, a Cornerstone, a Team Rocket Great Ball. This is going to be very good because we have pulled a lot of Team Rocket cards and they've all just decided to float off. So it'll be very good. Marnie's Pod, a Blitzbug, a Team Rocket Rattata, and an Annihilate. We are now onto the final pack of this mini booster box. I don't know how I might be having to play this. I also have pulled quite a lot of Annihilate, so I might have to play an Annihilate box. So a Sneaky Peek, nothing there. So a Water Energy, a Tauros, a Marnie's Morpeko, a Larvitar, another Team Rocket Factory. Can we please pull a Team Rocket supporter? Another Team Rocket Receiver, a Judge, and a Team Rocket Grimstar. Not Grimstar, Sneasel. So unfortunately, we have pulled so many Team Rocket supporter based cards that this half decided to give us none of it, which is going to be very fun because I probably have the 2 most useful parts of the Team Rockets. But I do think we can probably try and make a fighting box we have pulled quite a lot of Medichams, Cornerstones, and stuff like that. Hopefully, this should work off well, if it does. But also, being able to play a Ethan's deck would not be too bad. Also, another thing I've not gone over is that there is the Ponyta's what can draw as a card, but looking at this, looks quite under exciting, might I say. But the pulls of these and these are quite cool, but I need to try and make a deck around it. And I'll see you for the deck profiles.
So I'm back with the deck opening, and we're going to commit some crimes, hopefully. I have a deck which I will be belovedly referring to as Rainbow Turd Control. So let's talk about that. We will be playing this Rocket's Meowth with the Porkit Pilfer. We will be discarding his hand, and then maybe Fury swiping for some stuff. We have this Zapdos, which for double colourless does some 30 chip damage, and we can move his energy around, so it can be annoying. If this also has a Lightning and a Rocket's energy, it does 120 damage, but the 60 should potentially be big enough in this format. Like 120, 130 is like a basics cap. We have got a combo. We have the Raticate, and we have the Rattata underneath it. Colourless does 90, flip 2 coins. If both of these are tails, it does 90 to itself, so it KOs itself, but 90 for 1. And Rattata is 10 and poison. Talking of poison, we are also condition control. We can goop up our opponents, so their active Pokemon is now confused and can't retreat. I think that can be pretty strong, and 40 chip damage and keeping them sort of locked in. So if he flips tails, he's doing 30. And Hazardous Venom, this does 100 damage for each special condition. So this does confusion, that does poison. We can combo, and we got the one Grimer. You never know, we might get lucky. Go first, attach. He attaches, does nothing. We attach Corrosive Sludge, and he doesn't have a basic. We continue the situation, so we pulled 2 Houndoom and 1 Hounder. So for 1 fire, we're doing 20. The Houndoom, Cruel Coal for 1 fire, your active opponent is now burned and confused, which then adds to this, so it's doing, we can literally hazardous condition straight off. 2 energy, 120 damage, discard an energy, that's fine, we can rotate that, and there's the Houndoom. The backup attacker, we got a 1/1 Tarantula Spidops. So these guys are going to do a lot of the work late game. We are virtually entirely a Rockets deck, so we can do that. And then if that's not enough, we have double Wobbuffet. Double Wobbuffet allows us to have something, and we can maybe Rocket Mirror, like one of the bulkier guys, take some damage, we retreat. That's another thing to point out. A lot of our retreat costs are like 1 or 2, so they're not a lot. The only one that can get really stuck is the Muck. So we can do that. So to support us in our war on decency, our basics are Floatzel. Floatzel is double colourless, 30 energy, 30 damage, discard an energy from your opponent's active. We can completely like loop him out of this game potentially. We have, as a support, we have Pichu for 30. If he's got any of the flying types or some water types, we can maybe get a bit of double damage in. At 30 and draw a card, so we can start just churning through stuff, and the Ethans may become relevant. We got double Squawkabilly. Double Squawk is 20 damage and push down. Push down is Boss's orders meets escape rope, so he gets to choose what comes up, but if he puts something bulky up or has done a lot of energy attachments, we can force him around. So we can move his board around, we can move his energy around, we can discard his energy, we can discard his hand. We've got the whole control package. So those are the Pokemons that we are playing. But what about the supporters? As you'll have seen from the pack opening, double Ariana, we're drawing 8. We're just doing it, yeah? We're just drawing 8. It'll be great. To go with that, we also have the Giovanni, so as well as being able to boss them, we could boss them, retreat, put a different Rockets Pokemon in, and we can do the whole Guzma line. I think that's pretty strong. and then we have the Ethans. So we got the Houndoom's attack for fire energy, and we got the Pichu. So we have the search targets. We have 2, but I think 1 is enough. We got the Rocket's Ball. I was umming and ahhing about this, but I think it's actually good. We've got a good spread of basics and evolutions to go for, so we can. I think the coin toss doesn't matter too much to us. I've gone for double energy recycler, which maybe fattens up the deck depending on how things sort of like run for us. I was torn between energy recycler and double Ethans, but I think maybe some late game to, if we lose some of these, like we're playing like a one of lightning, so if we have to use that on a Rattata to get going, then we have to use that on a Rattata to get going. And then, having fired all of my energy on the floor, we have the... where is it? I'll do it this way. We have the 1 rocket, got 3 fire, 3 dark, there is 3 psychic, there is a lightning for the Zapdos, and then we've got 3 grass energy. So that'll be the 40.
So to start off with deck profile, I'm playing 2 of the Cornerstones Ogre-Pons. So Rock Kagura, so I get to search my deck for a basic fire energy and attach it to one of my Pokemon. And then its second attack with Mountain Ramming for 2 fighting, 1 colourless. I discard the top card of my opponent's deck, so I am being a bit of a controlling mill deck. Then I have, afterwards, I have the 2 half flame mask Ogre-Pon. So it does have a fire Kugara, which is the same attack, but so it's fire energy instead, and it also does 80 damage for 2 fire, 1 colourless. And my opponent's active is now burned. And then going on to next, we have 2 Team Rocket Larvatars with the Mountain Munch. Discard the top card of my opponent's deck. So I am playing a mill deck, so that's my main idea. Most of the time, but maybe I can discard key pieces. Now I do have a 1/1/1 Annihilate plan. So the Primate has Drag Off, so I get to switch one of my opponent's Pokemon and do 30 damage to it. And also the Annihilate. If this Pokemon has 2 or more damage counters on it, attacks used by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active. And it's before applying weakness, but I think 280 is probably knocking out most things in here. Also, it has Impact Blow, which is 160. Very useful, but I can't use Impact Blow again. Then we have a 1/1 Meditrap. So we have Harmonious Spirit Palm. If it's in your opponent's active, have the same amount of energy attached. This attack does 50 more damage, so I can accelerate it with the Cornerstone Ogre-Pon. But still doing 50 is not a bad amount of damage. We are playing the Team Rocket Motricity X we pulled, so I am able to combo it with the half flame mask, but it does 110 and it takes 50 less damage for 2 fire, 1 fire, 2 colourless. And the Evil Incarnation, we cannot use this attack because we do not have a Team Rocket energy, so we're just doing it to do 110, which is still not a bad number in this format. And then we have 2 Yanmas. We are not playing any cross energies because we're just relying on the Cornerstone Mask and the Half Flame Mask, but it does have the attack Whirlwind, which I get to my dad gets to pick and active, but still being able to have Gust is going to be very good in this pre-release style format. And we have 1 Ethan Pichu with Zapping Draw, so I get to do 30 and draw a card. And we do also have the Team Rocket Chingwing, discard a random card from your opponent's hands. We do have some Ball Search, being Team Rocket Great Ball. We are only hoping to hit Tails on this because we do not have an evolution. I could have played the Team Rocket Spidops. I decided not to, just to rely on these guys. But it does flip a coin if head, search your deck for a evolution, and if it's Tails, I get to do get a search out for a basic. Then we also have another Team Rocket, so most of our trainers are Team Rockets. We have a Team Rocket Venture Bomb. So flip a coin, if heads put 2 damage counters on one of your Pokemon, if tails put it on my active. So I can put it onto my Annihilate, meaning I can do 180 damage. Then we have a Team Rocket Hover Bar. So turn one of your opponent's face down prizes face up and choose a random card from your opponent's hand, and your opponent reveals that, and you may opponent switch those cards. So this would be a bit of disruption, and it can work with Chilling. Then we have Energy Recycler. Shuffle back 5 energies, just lets me get all my energies back into my deck. And we have the one Judge as our disruption. And then going on to our energies, we have quite a lot of fighting. So we have 5. We have 12 fighting, and we then have 8 fire. That is my list for the Destined Rivals Mini Booster Box.
So, back at the table, we've had a little bit of a pre-game chat. Do you think you've got a good collection of pulls available to you for this best of 3?
I'm getting O2'd.
Getting O2'd. This isn't sponsored by any UK mobile networks. Thierry Henry indeed. Yeah, the Arsenal team. So, let's roll. Tails, please.
Tails.
I'll go first. Oh, he's wanting to go second, seemingly, guys. Is that going to bode well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So remember, it's 4 prize cards, because we've not got enough cards in this to play pre-release format, or to play a full format, should I say. It is pre-release. Pop that down. I'm happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I got the FTK? Let's go. Oh, I'm getting chin-linged. So if that's the case, I best... oh, it's not a bad draw. I'm going to play down this Boizel. Yep, boy. I'm going to attach a Grass Energy to my Meowth and pass.
I'll draw. Turn.
Oh.
I'll then retreat.
Energy Acceleration and
Venture Monkey, and I'll rock Kagura.
Do you know that Kagura is Japanese for dance?
No.
So that's going on to your Mankey, is it?
It's going on to here.
Alright. Oh.
And it's your turn.
Okay.
Would you like to cut?
I do not, no. Oh, this could be big. I'm going to play down this Tarantula.
No!
So I'm weak to you, so your hope is to like just machine gun your way through my dudes, right? Kinda. I'm going to attach a Dark Energy. Now I had wanted to pocket pilfer you, but it looks like I'm going to have to Fury Swipes you. So 3 coins, each heads is 20 damage. Heads 20. Heads 20. Tails are
40 damage. That is a bit scary for me.
40 wing wangs.
So I will attach a... I'll play Team Rocket Bottle.
So look at my prizes.
Turn on my opponent prizes. Reveal that card. So, and I get to face up. Hold on, I need to read. Okay, you may have your opponent switch those cards, so you get.
I get to pick from my hand.
No, so it's a random card from your opponent's hand, and I get to pick. I'll go for that one. So it gets switched, and that is faced up. So it is a Grass Energy.
Yeah. Okay.
And then now Mountain Ramming, discard the top card of your deck.
So discard Rocket's Energy, and I lose the Meowth.
And I take a prize.
Tarantula. Draw. Ooh, maybe.
Maybe I'm cooked.
Maybe you're not cooked. Maybe it is I who is cooked.
Ooh.
I'm going to play down the Squawk.
Yeah.
Let's work this out. I'm going to Ethan's Adventure.
He's got the Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan. Ooh, for Pikachu.
The Pichu.
This is, I pulled one of these, it's very good, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't help I'm having to play 20 energies.
I mean, you're assuming if you're super fighting heavy.
Both my types begin with F.
For chat. I'm gonna pop that there. I'm going to attach retreat.
Yep.
I'm going to evolve into my Spidops. I'm going to Spidops for a grass energy.
Yep.
I will zapping draw for 30 and draw a card.
I'll draw for 10. I'll venture Team Rocket Larvitar.
Yep.
I'm
getting pupid. He's going to poop on me.
I'll attach. I'll retreat. And I'll use Wild Kick. So flip a coin. If tails, it does nothing. And it's heads, so it's knocked out.
It's knocked out. Oh, it's not looking good for old Gareth, and it's weak to Psychic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play down the Rattata. I'm going to attach a Psychic Energy.
Yeah.
I'm going to Spidops this on, and then I am going to Rocket Rush for 30.
30 times.
I only have one. Is it 30 or 60? Is it
60?
Is it, or does it count itself? For some reason, I thought it was just bench.
So I'll bench. I'll touch return. I'll then retreat, and then I'll use Fire Kagura.
Energy Turbo.
I'm definitely butchering these names.
Kagura.
Okay, yeah.
Draw. What a draw.
Why is there an Ethan Pichu attack?
That should be the Fire Energy.
What is he doing there?
The secret flips into another dude technology.
Maybe I'm not getting rotated. I'm just getting 2 ones.
Maybe. I'm going to put a Fire Energy here.
Yep.
And then I will Rocket Rush for 30.
And I'll get 60. I'll draw for 10. I'll attach. And I'll Searing Flame for 80 and then double
160. I can get away with that. Draw. I can't get away with this though. Can't get away with this. Dangerous Incisors, 10, you are now poisoned.
Do we have any point?
Yeah, there's one there.
So we have 10 and poison, so I take 1 more during every checkup, and that's how poison works. And all I have to do is using Searing Flame for 80 damage to take my final
so much for my decks cooked.
This is more intense than any game I've played because this is for my dignity.
7. This is absolutely unreal. I do have a basic, but
I'll
give
take
it.
my mulligan.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Good luck.
Small dog.
I'll draw for turn. I'll bench. What am I doing? Pass.
Draw. Rocket Ball. Heads for an evolution. Tails for a basic.
So it is Tails, so he does get a basic Pokemon. I play 2 Team Rocket Pokemon.
Yeah.
And none of them are evolution, so if I hit heads, I just get nothing.
Zapdos.
No! So this does have the jamming wings, so you may move in energy from my opponent's active to one on my bench. Yeah. It does do 30 damage, so if he does have a Team Rocket energies, I might be a bit...
Pass the turn.
Oh, pass. No retreat. So I'll draw. Got a gamble.
Oh, he's trying to blow me up, chat.
Heads.
Always heads. Rocket
so
bomb.
You take 20.
Rocket bomb.
No, I'll put 20 onto here. So put 20 onto that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was zapping draw for 30, and I get to draw cards.
Let's see. Draw. Well, I'm trying to remember what these do. I'm going to attach retreat.
Yep.
I will 30 you, and I don't have any energy to move around, so...
I'll draw.
Yep.
I'll bench. So how does this work? Does it count for...
This is 2 energy.
Okay. I'll attach, and I actually don't need to attach her because I do double damage because of... No,
I'm weak to lightning.
I'm used to lightning Pokemon being weak. But I will Harmonious for 170 damage.
Yep, seems reasonable.
A prize.
Draw. What do I do here? I will play down this Wobbuffet. Attach a Psychic Energy and pass.
I will draw for turn. And I will attach an energy onto my Team Rocket Larvitar. And I'll Harmonious Spirit for 50.
Which is enough.
So, with this, I just decided to go all in on fighting and fire Pokemon because I did pull the Team Rocket Moltres EX.
You've won this. Pass.
I'll draw and I'll Spirit for the game. GG's.